All right, do we still have sound?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Good. You did something great. I don't know what you did, but it's better than it was.
Well, hopefully it's going to work. I told it to go ahead and connect to my account,
Oh, that's cool.
but now I'm just looking at the television to see if it's actually working.
I got to promote the home team too. Maybe I don't know. We'll see.
Nice shirt. Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Hey, there we go.
You did something great. I don't know what you did. It's better than it was.
Now, you did a better job than I did. If I'm looking at you, I'm looking away from my camera. I couldn't get my camera down low enough.
Oh, really? Yeah. I'm using the laptop camera. So what I'm doing is just basically correct my hat here. Okay. I'm basically just sitting in front of my laptop and the camera on the laptop. And it's an older laptop. I'm going to get a new one because it really makes me mad. But when I try to make videos, it drives me crazy, man. It's slow. Yeah. It should have a hand crank on the side of it to make it go faster. It's bad.
My computer is pretty fast, but it doesn't have a webcam. I think it's the first computer in 20 years I've bought that does not have a camera. So I'm using my GoPro right now.
I was going to ask you if that's how you do it. I figured. I was going to try that, but the camera on this one seems good enough, and then you verified that. So
yeah, you look fine.
Well, I mean, the camera's doing a good job. I don't know about my face, but yeah.
Greg said send him a link. I'm going to see if we can get Greg in here.
That'd be cool. Damn, it's too early to crack a beer, too. Shit.
Is it?
Not really. I was going to go riding. I got caught up with some shit, man. I was going to look for some more sand to practice, which I think I found a cool place.
How's your weather down there?
It's pretty today. It's great, man. It's cold. And, I'm glad you brought that up. I've been checking the forecast. And I was going to try to leave probably, a little bit early to do a lot of the SCAR before I meet up with you guys. And a lot of this rain, man, all the way through, I think it's Friday, Saturday. I think Sunday's clear, maybe Monday. And I don't want to ride off in the rain. If I hit rain, that's fine. But riding off in the rain just really sucks. And, we'll see. It'd be cool if we can get Greg in here.
But
we'll see.
Emailed him the link. So, in theory, he'll get it. I'll let him know I emailed it.
Yeah, man, this would be really cool if you can get this all set up because this is something that I think everybody wants to do,
Well, I enjoy everybody's live. And a lot of times I'm thinking it'd be better if there were more people. Especially if I've ever thought of doing a live myself. I'm like, well, then I got to sit there and talk for 30 minutes or talk for 45 minutes. If there's someone else there, that's a lot more interesting to me.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. And then these guys like Critter Moto did such a good job the other day, man. I mean, it's tough. I mean, you talk about multitasking, you're trying to talk and do your points and stuff like that. And then he's checking the chat and all that stuff. He had Kevin doing the chat, I think, though.
Yeah, that worked out well.
Yeah, that was smart.
I just got to do something about this because obviously I want to stare at whoever's on the screen and I'm like, my tripod doesn't go quite low enough. So let me try. Let's see if I can get my tripod lower since it's just us entertaining ourselves waiting for Greg.
I don't know. When I saw your post, man, I thought you had your own like crazy studio and stuff, I'm like, man, what kind of pictures is Frank taking today, huh?
Hey, you know what? If I was able to do it, I'd have an OnlyFans instead of a YouTube.
Yeah, fuck, you went there, didn't you?
I have an extra chromosome, though.
yeah, thank goodness.
There's money to be made on the internet, but not for us.
No, man. Definitely not me.
I don't know. You have interest.
The only way I would do it, we're all really sarcastic fuckers. So the only way I would do it, man, would be satire like you wouldn't believe.
Hey, if somebody paid for it, I'd paint their house, be sarcastic, be mean, whatever works.
Yeah, right.
All right, Greg, where are you?
Okay, since you said that.
Oh, I think we're here.
Are we here?
I think we're here.
There you are.
There he
Hey,
is.
Greg, how are you?
I need headphones though, because it's gonna have to it's playing back on the loop.
We dressed appropriately.
I know. I see it.
All right.
Oh man, what are the odds? What are the odds on that shit?
I know, right?
Well, man.
I'll admit it was Doc's idea. I did not wear this on my own. He said, I'm going to go get my shirt. And I'm like, perfect. I'll go get my shirt.
I see that. It's awesome.
It is.
Yeah. Down the road, I'll send you guys some hats and stuff. I've sent a bunch of crap out, and people seem to like it. So, you know.
You fancy people down south with all your merch.
Yeah, man. We got nothing better to do down here, apparently.
If I did merch, it would have to be like a big, heavy hat.
I know one thing I need for this live stream stuff with multiple people is headphones.
Uh-oh. Sorry, we didn't give you much warning. I mean, we were going to try this hours from now, but then I was free, and William said he was willing to take a break, so here we are.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was cleaning up my garage to maybe do a video. That was kind of funny.
I can hear you just fine, but then it plays back automatically on the.
Oh, yeah. I've never done anything like that on my phone. I'm not sure how it turns out.
Yeah, the phone, man.
Now that might be better. I cut one of the links off. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Okay. Yeah, it was cutting me out on that other end for some reason. I don't know what was going on. I was hearing playback after y'all was already talking. I couldn't keep up.
You're lucky you missed all the fun of us trying to figure out what was wrong with Doc's voice, which turned out to be my computer, not Doc.
He's got a little bit of south. He's got a little bit of southern in him. That's what's wrong with his voice. Hey, we're from the south right here, Frank.
Greg, you're gonna have to come over to Tennessee, where you sound like you're from Canada.
My wife's from Tennessee.
Is her
born and raised in Kingsport?
More southern than yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends what part of Tennessee you're from.
We have a nice fellow from East Tennessee, our neighbor. He is the friendliest man you'd ever meet, and he has the strongest southern accent I've ever heard. But
my wife is pretty thick.
25 years old plus.
Yeah.
That's a good accent.
What part of Tennessee is
it? Newport.
Where's that close to, city-wise, big city?
The closest big city in Tennessee. That would be
Knoxville.
Begins with Knoxville, yeah.
Yeah, that's not too crazy far away from where she's at.
Yeah, half hour from Knoxville.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Yep.
It's beautiful up there in Tennessee, man. That's gorgeous.
North Carolina, Tennessee, South Carolina, northern Georgia. It's all stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I agree.
And the snow
is southern raised, so I definitely agree.
Yeah, I've lived in the South. I've lived in Florida. I've lived in Alabama. We now have a place in Tennessee. And while I love New York, and it's gorgeous. If you ride the Northeast BDR, you're going to see the Northeast is gorgeous, Greg. But you know what?
Oh, yeah. I've been in a lot of places. It's definitely a lot of cool places in the United States.
It's not as beautiful as, say, out west. Out west is where you see, the vistas that go on for literally 150 miles, but it's pretty.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, guys, I just want to mention something. No kidding, my air conditioner guy came and serviced my air conditioner, right? And he likes quad side-by-sides. And I know you guys have heard of it, but Hatfield McCoy up in West Virginia.
Yep.
There's
my buddy Dave rides there.
Hundreds of miles. And you can stay. It's actually reasonable and stuff like that. So maybe down the road we can look at doing something like that.
Absolutely. Like I said, I have a buddy Dave in West Virginia. And he goes there once a month, and he can't wait to go there more in the summer. He's been going and fighting the mud now.
Oh, I bet.
There's tons of riding up near where Frank's at in that East Tennessee area. There's a lot of dirt and gravel around there in Kingsport, Johnson City.
Yeah, I heard Johnson City has some dual sport. I need to get my Honda over there.
Yeah, I want to make a trip up there. We go there at least once a year for family reasons, but I'll need to take the bike up there.
Will the wife okay that?
Yeah, probably. If she gets to visit family, I can just ride a little bit at the same time.
Nice. That's what I do in Florida. My wife is good about it. Take the bike down and ride.
That's cool.
She probably gets more tired of you two than she does of riding.
Yeah, right.
Complain. The only thing she
Yeah, I got
complains
you.
about is that I don't film in front of her. I want her to go do her thing while I film. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't do that either. I do it when I'm by myself.
There you
Yeah,
go.
same here.
Well, you're going to have trouble on the rally, Greg.
No, I don't care about that because
Okay,
everybody
you're
there
going to be
expects
surrounded by
it.
people.
Yeah, they sort of expect it because they get that you got a channel, but it's just weird when people don't have channels or don't have nothing to do with YouTube and you try to make videos.
Hey, your daughter helps you out, and she doesn't do YouTube.
Yeah, she doesn't turn 17 now, so she stays gone most of the time now.
In my experience, you have another 5-6 years, and then she'll be daddy's girl again.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You just got to wait it out. You got to wait it out.
Yeah, I'm okay with it right now, I guess, because she's doing her own thing. She's having fun. So,
you know, the older my kids get, I'm just happier that they're happy.
Yeah,
you know, it may not be with me anymore, but I'm happy that they're doing their thing.
Oh yeah, that's all that matters.
It's your own fault for not getting her a motorcycle when she was 3.
I tried to let Katie rode a little 4-wheeler a couple of times when she was a kid. She didn't care for it, so I tried, but she didn't. It wasn't her thing.
Same thing. I had a 4-wheeler for my daughter, and it lasted maybe a year. There's a little Arctic Cat 250, and then after that,
Which I'm glad though. She's a girl. I don't want her getting hurt and being all mangled up like you can get. So
we bought my son a mini bike. I think he rode it once. I was like, this was so exciting. It's one of the best things in my childhood was having a mini bike.
Oh yeah,
he rode it around the yard once.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad. Like I said, she don't get into it though, because if she took after me whatsoever, she would be she'd be hurting a lot. So
it's a dangerous hobby.
Yep.
Even if you don't get hurt bad, you're gonna get hurt little every time you do it.
Oh yeah.
Whoops, that's my daughter calling now. Let me text her. So William, you were saying you were going to leave early, but the weather's not looking good?
Yeah, I was actually going to try and leave maybe by Friday and just take my time and do a lot of the SCAR, but the weather forecast is crazy. In fact, I can look at it right now.
Yeah, at one time they was calling for snow flurries Wednesday morning when we were leaving.
Really?
Snow?
Yes.
Well, yeah, because you're at elevation up there in Anderson, right?
Well, not really, but then now they changed it to like 40 for the low, but it was supposed to, for one time, it's a 40% chance of rain with snow mixing in. After it's been, right now I'm in a t-shirt outside and it's 72
I know,
degrees.
It's nice now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice, man. It's nice here. I'm north of you, man. It's beautiful up here.
It's supposed to be cooling way down starting Wednesday of this week and then be cool all the way through that whole time.
Yep. Yeah, man. I'm looking at, it's up here. What's it going to be like down there? I mean, 30s?
They saying now about 40 degrees for the low and about 55 to 60 for the high.
Yeah.
And down there at the rally, about 65-ish maybe for the high.
I don't want to sound northern here, but that's not bad.
No, that's not bad. I'll take that over rain any day.
I'm not implying everyone's going to be warm, but it's not bad.
No. If it don't rain, I'll be happy.
Exactly. Yeah. Frank's Frosty the Snowman. He don't care about snow.
There's a foot of snow in front of my motorcycle.
If it rains every day, it's going to be miserable.
Yep.
Yeah, the rain is a problem. I would rather put layers on, but I don't want to deal with the rain. But you have to. You're there. You'll have to deal with it.
Yeah, right now they're saying about 40% chance mostly every day, but it's kind of scattered showers, so probably not.
No. Well, I was just going to say, what's the rain like down there? Like rain all day or rain for 2 hours?
Sometimes either or. It just depends. It's a mixed bag. Sometimes they might call for 80% chance and not rain all day, and sometimes it might be 30% chance and rain all day.
Yeah, Wheel of Fortune weather.
Yep, gotcha. There it goes. And it could turn and be 70 degrees again.
Rainy season.
Yeah. So who knows?
Yeah. I'm bringing Timmy's bringing a tarp, but I'm going to bring a tarp too, and I'm going to have collapsible poles, so we'll have some shelter out there.
You can wait them out, Lord. Oh, yeah, Timmy's bringing a tarp. I may bring mine too, so we can cover the whole campsite up with tarp. That way, if it rains, we don't have to get wet or sit there.
10 by 10, I'm going to try to bring. I think I can just tie it up to the back of the bike.
Oh, yeah.
Coleman's.
That way we're not miserable if we have to sit at camp.
Yeah, because I use a small tent, which is great. It was inexpensive. It packs right down. It takes a minute to set up. But I've been trapped in it in the rain, and it's no fun at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, ours are the same way. It sucks. That way, we usually always carry them on bigger trips. We know it's going to rain a little bit. So Timmy's got it down to a science about building it.
Nice. Yeah, my tent is sleep only. Don't spend time in there.
Nah,
Yeah, man.
we don't do that.
No, I couldn't do that shit. There's
No,
no way.
that ain't for me either. That's what I'm saying. We got fingers crossed it don't rain because I want to ride and not have to be miserable the whole time with that.
You know how you keep it from raining? Everybody brings a tarp.
Yeah, that's way there you go.
Hey, that can be there with me.
I'm down with that one. That could work perfect. Y'all need if y'all are downloading the SCAR tracks on your GPSs, I guess.
I planned to before I left.
Okay, download that southeast alternate route they just now come out with, because we're going to take that once we get past Edgefield. We're going to take that route because I've never ridden it. It's brand new. It's only been released for like a week.
I think I saw that.
And it's like 70%. The other way was pretty good off road, but this one's supposed to be like 70%. So we'll have a good bit of off road riding.
Well, that brings me to a question I had when you mentioned the rain earlier.
Mm-hmm.
What's sand like in the rain?
A lot better than dry.
It's bad. Okay. I was like, does it get worse? Does it get better? Does it not change?
It packs down because it's like where you're used to Florida, where you go in southern Florida, that's that white sugary looking sand.
Yep.
This is more construction or play sand. It's real dense, so when it rains, it packs down, makes it a little easier to ride.
Yeah. Well, then maybe a little bit of rain won't be bad.
No, I mean, if it rains a few days ahead of time, it should stay pretty damp because it's a lot of tree cover, even though there's no leaves on it yet.
Yeah.
The area we rode last time, like the first time we did that trip, it was pretty good. But this will be a little more off-road and a little more interesting from what I understand.
Yeah,
hey, I'm going to put you on hold 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So what tires are you running, William? What are your new ones? Which Motas are you running now? I know you put new tires on.
I've got the Desert HT up front, and it's a fatty. It's a 190/21, and I'm doing the Rousey in the back, and that's a 130/80/17. The only thing that concerns me, the Rouse, it's killer, man. It's almost like paddle tires. But the thing that concerns me, there's a lot of exposed casing, and there's going to be some road and stuff like that. That's my only concern with it.
Yeah.
You know,
don't want to chip pieces off.
Well, that or any debris. I mean, I just got that flat on the V-Strom after that fucker tried to kill me. You know, dude, and then I limped the bike home at 15, 20 miles an hour because it was only 5 miles from my house. And, you know, I rode 5 miles and cussed for about 10. You know, I mean, I was so mad, man. I was literally going moto camping. I was going to go up to Uwharrie, and I had the drone. I was going to do some cool filming and all this other shit. And then wasn't meant to be, I guess.
Right out the door. That sucks.
Yeah, man. I'm glad it happened close, though, you know, as far as the flat. And I couldn't find the hole either. I finally found it.
Oh, my God. Somebody stumbled in. Pre-owned, man. How are you? Old guy in a bike. Awesome. Sorry, not even looking at the chat. I didn't think anybody would find it.
Oh, wow.
Hey, welcome to our experiment, guys. We're just trying to find out whether we can do this or not. My hope is that we can do a live from the rally, because I will have my computer with me, and I'm using gear that I'll be using to film with anyway, so I'll technically have everything with me. So it'll just be a matter of, do I have enough internet?
Yeah, they said it was limited in the thing they gave us, or they sent us, so I don't know.
I'll bring my own. It depends on the service. From the area, It looks like I'll have AT&T service there just fine.
Gotcha. You can do it. I'll do a hotspot off your phone or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I have a MiFi for work.
Hey, I'll be right back. That light came on.
Oh, hey, Rob. How are you, man? You just missed Doc. Where I think it's this way. You just missed Doc. Actually, should have the chat up. We're using a program called Veed, so it actually doesn't show us the YouTube chat. I had to put it up on my phone. Hello, Jay. How are you? As you can see, there's no one else here. Doc is away from keyboard. Grump's away from his phone. Oh, that would be great if somebody had a Starlink. I'll pay you $5. Let me borrow your internet. I figured the only person that would see this come live would be Obi-Wan. He's probably working on his car still. I'm just going back through the chat. Yeah, wax canvas tents are the best. That would probably be the best tarp too. It's late enough to drink now? Is it rude to drink on a live stream? I don't know. I've never done one.
Nobody sent me the rules. I don't care.
I think we're not using Google's software, so it doesn't matter. We can make our own rules. Thanks, Jared.
That's a good one. That's a good one right there.
Back. Rob showed up just as you left.
Oh, who? Rob?
Yeah.
Parallel Campers?
Yep.
Oh,
I
man,
just
that's
popped
awesome.
up in the chat on my phone.
How come I
Since
can't
this
see the
program
chat?
doesn't show us chat, I just pulled it up on my phone.
Oh, gotcha.
Man, Greg should have at least put his phone facing his motorcycle for us.
Oh, there we go.
Then we could have gotten a look at his bike.
Hey, the non-IT guy may have figured some shit out here.
Stay right here. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Stay right here on the porch. Say, come here, Willie.
So, since we could ride down there, Doc, on pavement and have no problems whatsoever,
Come on.
Greg should help us ride or help us pick up our bikes because it's his idea to go off road. Correct? Am I wrong, or does it seem like, as the South Carolina host, he should pick our bikes down?
Sorry about that.
Sounds reasonable to me.
I had to chase dog. I had to sell some boots for Timmy, and I was chasing a dog down too. So. Timmy's had some boots for sale for like 3 months and finally sold them.
Oh, you sold Timmy's boots?
Yeah, the Tech 3s.
Nice. I mean, who would wear Tech 3s? I don't blame him for selling
I
them.
don't know. They ain't
He cares
too good.
about his feet.
Yeah, people that struggle in the sand wear Tech 3s.
I'm going to be wearing my Tech 7s for the fourth time. But they were comfortable after 30 minutes. I was shocked at how comfortable Alpine Stars made the Tech 7. It's crazy.
Oh, Doc's got the right idea too. Those SG12s are nice.
Yeah,
oh
man,
my God,
great.
Doc is running with Wealthy Man boots.
Yeah, I had some when I was motocrossing.
That owning a BMW.
Hey, man. It ain't about wealthy, man. It's about if I break something, it takes a long time to heal.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those I had SG10s or 12s when I was motocross stuff, so they work pretty good.
They're great as long as you don't try to walk anywhere.
Yeah, that's why I like it. That's why I like these Alpine Stars for this adventure stuff, because they are a little easier to walk in.
Yeah, the hinge is nice, but they're still not comfortable. There's no way to say comfort walking in them, which is okay. If they were comfortable to walk in, they wouldn't be safe.
That's right. You can get adventure boots, but then you might break your ankle.
I have a
yeah,
set.
They're good for a slide. That's it.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they're nice if you're going to do a lot of road and very little, dirt and stuff. But yeah, you're right, man. Not much protection.
I can almost guarantee one, two, or all of us going to drop motorcycles in the sand.
Yeah, we were talking about whether or not you should be helping us lift our bikes because it was your idea to take the sand. Doc,
there's no way to get down. There's no way to get down there unless you want to ride the pavement the whole way.
Well, if it's raining, that'll be fast anyway.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's only like, I'm going to say, maybe out of the 180 miles total we'll ride from here to the rally, there's probably 30 miles of deep sand.
Honestly, I'm not saying that I won't swear a bit, but right now I'm looking forward to it because I've never ridden in sand outside of Florida, and I know that Florida's sugar sand is very different than everywhere else. So I am looking forward to trying something new. I may not like it when I try it, but I'm looking forward to the opportunity. That's
what adventure motorcycle is all about there.
Exactly.
You got to try. That's what it's fun to us because we don't get to ride it much either because we go to the mountains more, but it's definitely its own kind of fun to me.
I mean, it's all about the challenge, right?
I'll admit I had more fun in Florida this year with a better front tire. Last year, I had a front tire that just dug in. So if I accidentally leaned forward at all, I dumped the bike because it would just slide and I had to be way back here. But with the tire I'm riding this year, I was able to just ride normally.
I now have 2 shitty tires.
I forgot about that. You're not riding on your tire.
Yeah, they suck. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You do not want TKC 80s ever.
Motos or nothing, man.
That's exactly right. I try to tell Frank that all the time.
I have a set of Motos waiting, but I'm not going to take off my great tires just to ride one trip.
You would think I'm sponsored by them by as much as I talk about them.
Well, I mean, you should be by now.
Yeah, they won't budge on it.
You could at least be an ambassador or something.
That's why I tried. They won't do it.
I have literally emailed Shinko sending his YouTube channel, and I've linked where he said, I love these Shinko tires. I would love nothing more than the Shinko reach out to Greg.
Hey, if they would send them for free, I'd run them. I ain't kidding you, because when you buy $250 tires even twice a year, that's expensive, man.
Yeah, it is. It adds up.
I mean, it's worth it to me because they got good traction, but it's like that's still a lot of money. My wife don't say it's worth it too much.
Yeah, my wife is getting on me because I have a bunch of tires in the garage right now. Most of them aren't mounted.
People ain't gonna like the review on these TKC 80s too, because I know they're popular and they just ain't that good.
You know, they are really popular. I've never seen anybody complain about anything other than they burn fast.
Yeah, it's gonna wear out. There's no tire there. There's no tread.
It is short. I was surprised when you sent that picture. That is like 5.
Those are brand new, 22 miles on them at that time.
You can still see the little nubby things on it.
Yeah, they was only 22 miles old, and they're probably a quarter of what a Tractionator tire is brand new.
Yeah, my Motos has 12 millimeters. The brand new ones sitting there with 12 millimeters on the back. Yours looks like it's 5.
It is about 6 probably normally. Seriously.
Yeah.
That's pretty terrible. And plus, they're gapped out and they look like an off-road tire, but they just don't. The road, they grip good on the road because I have leaned the bike over a lot, but you can feel when you go to 10 miles an hour or less, you can really feel the bumpiness of that tire. The front end is like shaking. It's so bad. I've
heard that before too, man.
Yep. And the guy that bought, well, I actually sold that 650. I told you, Frank, but I sold the 650.
Like his tires.
He rode it, and I was like, "How you like them knobby tires?" I couldn't even feel them. I was like, "That's why they're so good. They're good on the road, and you can get good traction with them."
Yeah, it was kind of funny that the new bike came with tires that look like 804s and 805s.
Yeah. They're slightly better than the Shinko. I will give them that.
Yeah,
they're a little bit better tire than that, and they are breaking in a little more, but. I go on this little hill right down here in my house. That's where you see in some of the videos where I go up that little hill and I film down there.
Yeah.
Well, if it rains, that hill is really hard to get up. It don't look that steep, but it's steep enough for a 500-pound motorcycle.
Yeah.
That weight makes everything steep.
And when you test it, like I did the Shinko, that's when we did that rant review that day because it was muddy. And Timmy had to push me up that hill. That's how bad that tire was.
How did that not make it on the video?
The traction, I don't know. The Tractionator actually pulls up at no problem no matter how. I can go out there right when it rains, it'll do it. These TKC 80s, they will do it, but it does spin a whole lot more.
What's up, Jason? Jason Bennett, I see you down there.
I can't see no comments, so y'all have to let me know if anybody says anything.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention. I feel badly. Hey, Rob,
yeah, I can't see them.
What Stars boots do you have? I actually have a set of Belize for when I'm riding on the road.
Come here. Yeah, come there. Dogs. Dogs are the new kids.
Dogs are now?
You ain't kidding, man.
This is bad, I'm telling you.
Yeah, we have the baby Rottweiler. I say baby, he's going to be 6 months old in like a week, and he's going to be about 50 pounds, man.
So I'm going to have to put you on hold one more time because I got to chase the dog down.
At least show us the bike.
I will just in 1 second. I'm trying to keep the wife happy today and do this too.
That's the most important part.
Yeah, because I'm watching dogs while she's cleaning. Come here.
We're cutting into the honey-do list.
That's right.
Yeah. Let's see. Road Cones. What's up? I see Road Cones. Jason Bennett. Of course, Parallel Camper, Rob. Pre-owned Corn. That's a cool name. That's funny, man. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, he bounces back between the Midwest and Corn. You're back in the Pacific Northwest now, right? He has a very nice 250 rally.
Nice. Excellent choice.
I sometimes wish I'd gotten the rally with mine, but it would add weight to it.
Yeah, and you can just do whatever you want to, man. Just like the DOC650. You can add all kinds of stuff to it. Not that I did anything like that.
Your dogs ate your gear? Holy shoot, that's expensive.
Ooh,
Yee.
is the dog still with us?
Well, I think he has multiple dogs. I wonder which one was the offending animal.
Oh, funny thing, I texted Obi. I said, "Hey, you need to get on Frank's channel. We're live right now." But he can't make it, so he's kind of mad right now.
Oh no! I figured it would be awfully early for him.
Yeah, it is.
This was
I'm just glad you figured this out, man. It's pretty cool.
All right, back once again.
Nice.
The mic is saving his shoulder right now, if you can see it.
There we go. Hey,
I need to be riding today because I ain't rode that much.
Hang on one second. Hey, Jason, if you're still here, are you using a 650 or a 1000? I can't figure out what the Zebra is.
It's a 650.
I just thought it was 1000. Don't know why.
It's easy to tell the first gens apart because they ain't got dual exhaust.
Oh, that's why the 650 only has the one pipe. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I imagine the dual exhaust weighs less than the exhaust on the 2014, though.
This bike feels like it weighs about 30 pounds less than my 650.
Nice.
And it's actually about 35 pounds more.
I'm pretty sure
see the monstrosity on the 1050.
24-pound exhaust. That's like a hell of a slip-on.
Which one?
Yours has about a 24-pound exhaust on it.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you'll lose at least 10 pounds, no lie, if you put a slip-on it.
Probably more than that. The 17-pound pipe you want is the same thing I have on my Honda, and I want to say that's like 7 pounds.
Oh, really?
I don't know what the pipe weighs, but I think the exhaust is well under 10. It's light. It's very.
I don't know either. It's going to definitely make a big difference. I hope. I don't know when I'll get to do that, but maybe when I finally make 45 cents on YouTube.
Well, we're pulling for you, buddy.
Well over 45 cents. I think I have $1 in the last week.
Yeah, man, that's big money. You can buy almost a drink.
Yeah, well, eventually the juice will be worth the squeeze for you guys.
You know what? Honestly, it's nice to be monetized, not because you make any money, because you don't. But I don't know about you, Doc, but I always watch that stupid 2 counters, the how many subscribers and how many watch hours. Just, I'm not there. It's like this artificial goal. Because again, you don't make any money with a small channel anyway. But I really just wanted to get past those goalposts. I just wanted it to be done. And that was, I'm just happy it's done. I'm not going to make any money, but I'm happy it's done.
Don't let him out yet.
I mean, and I can tell you personally, I don't do this for money. I
let
just
him out
help
one
people
time.
and entertain them,
Crawling under there, digging and crap, everything else.
I do it because it's connected to my hobby. It's another part of my hobby.
Exactly.
That's the only bad thing about it is that this YouTubing hobby takes up more time than the riding hobby does.
That is true.
That's the part my wife don't like. I got to find a better balance, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, man.
You spend a lot of time editing videos, especially on these big rides and stuff. Man, it takes a while. And trying to do it every week. Maybe I need to start going every other week at some point or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just would be between life, the stuff you have to do for life, and then you got the YouTube requirement, and you're right. Less writing, more editing, more et cetera, So
because I like it, and then by the time but I get off work a lot early, sometimes early, because I go in at 5, and the job I'm working currently, I just work until we get done. Sometimes I get off of work at 11, sometimes it's 12, sometimes it's 2. It just depends. We just work till we get done.
Yeah.
But I'm so tired, especially when it's warm weather outside, because we're lifting 10, 20, 30,000 pounds a day.
Oh,
me being 43 years old, it's not too easy. And when I get home, it's like,
humidity. Oh.
Yeah, and then be motivated or take time to edit a video is sometimes not there. It's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Not because I don't want to put out content for people. It's just that I'm too tired to do it. To be honest, my brain's fried.
Makes sense.
What's worked for me is I record far fewer minutes of footage than I used to. I used to turn the camera on and have to dig through tons of things. Now I turn the camera on when I want to snip it, and then I turn the camera off.
That's what I'm doing now.
A lot of digging. Good. Cut the time.
That's what I'm gonna have to do this year a lot, is to make the videos easier to edit. Because sometimes I just have way too much stuff to even look at. Like, you take one ride, like a good weekend trip, and you got like it seems like 2 hours worth of footage on there to make a 10-minute video. That's just a lot
you gotta,
to do to, man.
You got to not do that, or you are going to lose hours, because every hour of footage is like 3 hours of digging through it.
Yep, that's the worst part.
Thing you remembered you wanted, but where was it in that hour and a half? I don't know. I got to watch the whole damn thing.
Yeah. And then you got to go back and watch the final product, make sure it's good, and then et cetera, edit, sound. I mean, most people don't understand, you know?
Oh, yeah. And what me and Frank was talking about on text earlier, like when you get those bad people comments, like, dude, I never do that to nobody, because you just don't know how much time it takes for this low budget stuff that we're doing. For especially me, like, I ain't putting it out there to be like some superstar. I mean, just doing it to try to share the experience, and people badmouth like, yeah, man, get your own channel then, because it took me 6 hours to edit this 10-minute video that I put out, and you're just going to kill it? Like,
yeah, exactly, man. And I mentioned this in another video earlier, but you know, the thing about it is you're right, all the effort you put into it, and I consistently, and I haven't had that many bad comments or, you know, dickheads show up or anything like that, but they don't have any content.
No,
they don't have a channel. They don't have any content. They're just they like I said, the seagull method. They fly in, drop some shit, and fly out.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yep. They just don't understand it. It takes a lot of time, you know, like as stupid as it may be sometimes that our stuff is, I get it, but it's like, and it just takes a lot of time, especially when your wife's yelling in the background. How many times are you going to play that clip over and over?
Well,
exactly.
while we're playing our little complaints here, Jason just put photo camera count 11 per trip. Can you imagine that man has to go through 11 cameras of footage?
Jason, I got more power to you, man. I'm never going to get to that level. Two cameras is all I'm ever going to do. I don't care if nobody subscribes after another year or not. I can't do that. It'd be a full-time job. I'd have to quit work just to do that.
Man, you have to put a trailer on the V-Strom just to haul all the camera gear, man.
Because the batteries is the biggest thing, and we don't use the GoPro batteries because I don't got multiple GoPro batteries. I use battery packs to charge all the cameras back up, and I run my helmet cam off an external battery all the time because that one battery is like 12 GoPro batteries. So even like for something this rally for 5 days and a lot of filming with nothing to really recharge them but the bike, you got to take a stack of battery packs to even do that, especially when you're remote cam, because we don't stay in hotels a lot and stuff for a lot of reasons. One being that we don't want to spend the money, and two, we like being sort of isolated out in the middle of nowhere. But you try to take all that stuff, if you had that many cameras, it'd be overwhelming for me. I couldn't, there's no way. And then digging through all that footage, I couldn't do it. There's no way for me.
Well, it's back to time, right? And this is supposed to be fun. It's fun for me. I know it's fun for you guys, but man, that'll kill the fun.
Oh yeah, it would for me for sure. I would get way stressed out. I get stressed out now looking at it too damn much and everything else, much less trying to do that. I couldn't do it. Jason does an awesome job though on their channel. So
yeah, they do.
They're
do an awesome job.
It's awesome. Yeah, but that's those guys, man.
It'd be easier having the GoPro remote.
Yeah,
I actually have one, and I never use it.
Because I'm sitting there taking one hand off, like I'm riding sand, the front end moving there, where I'm taking one hand off to start the camera up while doing 15 miles an hour through a sand road or in mud or something.
I find it easier just to do this than to reach down and make sure. It's easier for me just to do this. I have that remote. I've used it like for a week, and then I just realized I'm so used to doing this. Click, it's on. Click, it's on.
I can see that too. Then you know it's on too.
So I got to tell you guys something funny, man. Hey, we're complaining about YouTube and the hours and shit. Here we are, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I was probably getting pissed. Yeah.
All right. Well, why don't we get out of here? So, Greg.
No, I'm just kidding. She's good right now. I got a little bit of time because I'm out in the building.
No. Hey,
I got the dogs covered right now, so that's all keeping them out of her hair.
Looking forward to Carl showing up too, man. Spastic. It's gonna be fun.
I think him and Jimmy's gonna mesh very well.
Yeah, that dude's hilarious, man. He makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, because one thing about our stuff, what we do, our content, where we lack in editing and producing skills and filming skills, which I have hardly none of, we try to make up in just stupid shit.
Again, fun, man. That's what it's about.
Yeah, I mean, because that's who we are. I mean, people think we had one group of people I know one time, I think anyway, thought we was doing all the stuff, and some of the stuff we do is just put on for camera, but I have to edit out tons of stuff that never can make it to YouTube.
Well, you didn't edit out all the cussing when you dropped.
Yeah, my wife does not like that at all. I'm telling you that right now. She hated that. She said, "Why did you even put that in there?" I was like, "Well, it's part of the thing. It was just a gut reaction. I normally don't cuss as much on camera, but Timmy does. But I don't usually cuss as much. But it's just part of the reaction. I don't want to water it down to who we. Then when you meet us in real life, you're like, "Oh, this ain't who they are." Like you're just getting a snippet on YouTube of how sometimes we can really act, I guess.
Well, that's interesting because one of the consistent things I've seen is, guys on YouTube, different ones, but the ones we've met or been in contact with are all pretty cool, and they all have the same kind of attitude. They're fun loving. They want to go do things.
Oh yeah,
they have an adventurous spirit. That's pretty cool, man. It's kind of hard to find and very supportive too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's why I'm just surprised by some of the people that comment and subscribe to our channel of how different they are than us, and like in life, I guess. That they actually would watch us and actually want to watch our stuff because we're kind of, I ain't gonna say we're redneck because we got our stuff together in the redneck sense of terms around where I'm from anyway and been my whole life. It's a lot different than what people think it is. But us doing the stuff we do, now we just got a camera, but all the childish stuff we do because it's just what we want to do. We grew up, I've never fully grown up and I don't plan on fully growing up because
good.
I'll get old if I do that. I'm already feel old enough every day, And I'm just surprised by some of the people that I watch that are way different day-to-day life than what we are would actually watch this stuff, to be honest with you. Kind of overwhelming.
It's the spice of life. I watch people that are riding bikes I could never afford. I watch people riding bikes I would never want. But
yes, that's true.
Has something to offer.
Yep, that is true. Because for me, like I told my wife, I think this this bike I got is a 2014. I've had tons of bikes, not as many street and adventure bikes as dirt bikes. I've been more of a motocross guy my whole life, but this bike to me is the best motorcycle I've ever owned. And for somebody and it's only a $5,800 motorcycle and it's a 2014. Some people to get that same feeling need a $25,000 motorcycle.
That's a good deal, by the way.
Yeah,
and I just down to that one. I thought he paid more.
And I mean, to me, it put a grin on my face that I could actually have something pretty nice, But it takes a variety of people what they like,
That's what matters, man. That thing will do anything you need it to do. I mean, we chatted comments earlier about going cross country. That's the bike to do it right there.
Oh yeah, it's.
I mean,
getting used to the noises it makes. Yeah, Frank does. Yeah.
I did it in 30-degree weather and rain. It's a good bike for it. It's got lots of wind protection. It has all the power you need. So when you're climbing the mountains out west, it just goes. It does not care. The V-Strom 1000, you just roll whenever you want to. It'll just do anything.
Now I see a lot of people talking about it ain't that good off road. A little bit I've gotten to ride it off road, which hasn't been a lot because I hadn't got a chance to get out on it yet. It's better. They must not have never rode a first gen bike because it's way better than my first gen.
They must have never watched the Fort 9 review of the 2014 V-Strom. I'm not saying I could ride it well off-road, but the right person can ride that bike quite well.
Yeah, I mean, what I did on that 650, this bike will do it easier. Now, I don't have the same ground clearance as that bike did because I had it lifted a little bit, but I'll remedy that at some point. But it's just smoother. It's way more balanced. It feels, it's like a 35-pound difference heavier than the 650, but it feels 35 pounds lighter.
It does have a really good balance to it, like my 1050, man. Same thing. Yeah. It feels heavy at first, but once you ride it, it's amazing. It's flickable, man.
I can actually lean this bike over, like if you want to just do like a spin around in the road, I can lean it way over before it starts getting so heavy that my leg can't hold it anymore. That 650, you had to work to get it off the kickstand. It's a lot different. I'm telling you a lot different.
Episode. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Interesting.
I couldn't imagine. I was blown away by how different it is. I can't wait to really get it off road a lot.
Corn, you need to watch Brett Tax on the DCT Africa Twin Adventure Sport. He takes that nearly 600-pound bike without a clutch and can ride it like a dirt bike on single track. It's amazing what skill can do.
Yeah, I was doing research when I was wanting that. I want an Africa Twin eventually, but I don't want a DCT. I don't think, but they was just a little bit out of the price range for right now. I don't think my wife would have definitely freaked out about 10 grand.
I couldn't ride the DCT, not off road. I need a clutch. I'm like, I couldn't regulate power with the rear brake, which is what Brett explains in his video. I couldn't do that. I would hurt myself before I developed that skill.
Yeah, we just say as somebody our age, it just take a long time when you're used to a clutch to redevelop that.
I would just be doing this, and I'd yeet that bike because I couldn't cut my power. I couldn't modulate it. It would be bad.
Yeah, man.
And plus,
this old dog is done learning new tricks, man.
I don't know if it'd be like as fun either. Like as far as just playing around, like if you want to do a wheelie, it would shift gears like by itself before you even was ready for it to shift gears. You couldn't keep it as first or second, you know.
Jason was asking anyone interested in the new V-Strom 800. I guess that's the 800D.
I think that's the best of the new bikes to come out in a while. It certainly beats the hell out of the Honda. I can't.
Yeah, I was first thinking about that since we both ridden these bikes so much. Like I had that 650 and Timmy had that 1000. We'd always say that the 800 is probably the perfect compromise of power. But now that I rode the 1000, I don't know if I would say that now, but the biggest thing with 800s are that new 1000 DE that's coming out. If I was going to buy either one now, I'd buy the 1000 DE instead of the 800, just because it's the same principle, just with 1000 cc's versus the 800.
But it
ain't going to be that much difference in weight.
Suspension?
No, they both got the same 8 inches.
I thought the 800 had more
got a V-twin.
They got the 8.5, and then the V-Strom is still going to be the same reliable 1050 motor. That's what you got to look at.
Exactly.
I wouldn't buy the 800. I wouldn't buy the 800 the first gen. I would wait till it was the bugs was worked out. I'd wait a year or two before I bought one.
Yep. Same good motor, like you said.
At 1000, all they did is change the suspension and the front wheel. That's it.
Yep.
But it's got 8 inches of travel where this one's got 6.5. So
yep.
You're gaining that. You're gaining ground clearance. You're gaining travel. It would be the better buy for the first year, I think.
Yeah. Plus, you got a tube type front and a tubeless rear.
Yep. So that's one thing I do not like.
Bad. Oh my God, a tube! It's 2023, and you released a bike with a tube on a series of bikes that hasn't had tubes before.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that either. Don't make any sense to me.
Yeah, Suzuki, man, I love them, but sometimes
I just don't want. I don't want to be pulling a tire off the bead especially if you're running motors. You don't want to be pulling those tires off the bead to fix no tube flat.
That's the thing. When you're on a dirt bike, that's a soft tire. I can change that tire on the side of the road if I'm not lazy. I do not want to pull off a Mitas or a Motas on the side of the road.
No,
it's insane. That tire is so stiff.
Not me.
I'm really hoping I don't find out because that's what I got.
Now, the good thing about those Motas, though, the carcass of the tire is really, that's why it's stiff, because it's thick.
Yeah.
That Cinco, and probably these TKC 80s, too, they're real thin rubber.
80s
and they get puncture flats from like a thorn. That Motas ain't going to have that problem, I can tell you that.
Good, I hope so.
I don't think you'll have a problem.
Yeah, you'll see them, though, man.
Pulled a nail that thick out of a Mitas and just pulled it out. Nothing, and gone another 3,000 miles. Never went through the rubber. It was amazing.
Those are real thick tires too.
Nice.
They're so heavy. Oh my God, they're so big and thick and heavy. It's incredible. Trying to balance them is an all-day afternoon fun.
Believe it or not, every time I put a 650 on that, a tire on the 650, I never balanced one at all.
No?
Nope.
See, I do highway miles, so I figure it's in my best interest to do so. And I have
I never felt no kind of vibrations. The rim was balanced, but the tire never was.
You know what's funny about that? When you look at the weights they put on there, though, it's hardly any weight.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
I didn't even check this new bike, see if it's got them on there or not.
It's a little bit of weight will bring it back.
Yeah.
I didn't even check the new one yet. See if it had any weight on there.
I'm eventually going to do some rim locks on a set of my rims, so you're going to talk about some extra weight there, that's for sure.
Yeah, I heard.
You'll just have to put a couple ounces on each side to balance it out.
Y'all may not watch him or not, but I've been following the channel for a long time because Oz ADV rider, he rides V-Stroms. And he just now did a 21-inch dirt bike wheel conversion on a 650. And he was talking about eliminating the rim lock because of all the extra weight. But he's running a Motos tire now. I don't think you'd have to have it so much on that tire unless you're running like full on. If you're running those Tusk like D Sport tires, you probably.
I run rim locks with my Tusk D Sports, and they're great because with a rim lock, you just ride it home.
Yep.
That'll
That's
hold
right.
the tire there. It can be a totally flat tube and just ride home on the rim lock. No problem
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, that'd be the benefit of them.
Yeah, they're nice. The D Sports are good tires too.
You know,
Yeah.
I keep meaning to do a review on them because I've run through 3 sets, and I would never call it the best tire you can buy, but it's a damn good tire at an amazing price. Absolutely
True.
amazing price.
True.
And they last forever. They cost $50. I can't buy another tire. I know I can buy a Tractionator, which is going to get better traction, but then I'm going to have to replace them twice as often. So, D Sport for the win.
Yeah.
I agree. For the right bike, they're the right tire.
Yeah.
Save you some money too.
Yeah. I got to go take a break real quick.
I'm all about saving money.
You know, with tires, you have to save money because you burn through so many of them. I know that there are always better tires than what I'm going to buy, but if it's a better traction tire by 10%, but it costs 50 to 100% more, that's not the tire for me. I'm looking for good enough tread, good enough traction, and good enough life. And that only leaves me a couple of tires. I'm hoping the Motaz does that. From what I've read, the Motaz will hit that 5,000 sweet spot and get a little bit more.
Yeah, I wish they would make that GPS tire with like ever so many inches in the center cut out.
Yeah.
So it'd have that rolling, but have a few cuts in the middle so it'd get a straight line traction better. Then it would probably be the ultimate tire.
Thanks, old guy. We appreciate you stopping in, man.
Yeah. I wish I could see the comments, but I don't know how to do that, and I don't want to cut myself off. So.
Yeah, I don't know how to either. Again, I've never used this software. This is v.io. I just Googled how can I have 4 people on at once, and this was recommended, so I figured I'd give it a shot. It seems
actually it's pretty good. It's probably one of the better setups I've seen as far as people with multiple streaming.
Both of you are crystal clear, both audio and video.
That's good since I'm on a cell phone. Usually the audio is not that good.
So, folks that we're ignoring in the chat, and I'm so sorry, I don't know how to do this, and neither do these guys. Can you hear all 3 of us? Initially, when we started, I couldn't hear Doc, but other than that, it's like crystal clear video, but couldn't hear a thing.
And you can't hear it playing back on your end on my phone?
No, there is no feedback. There's nothing coming. Just the one solid, and that's it. That's
good, because usually without headphones or something, it does. I got the volume up so I can hear y'all, but it seems like a pretty good streaming deal to me.
Corn, does Discord do video, or is it just audio? I thought it was
just
audio.
They can do video.
Wow,
it does
I had
both.
No idea.
Yeah. I've been on with Venture Glide, Jamie, one time on his stream.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that always happens too late because they're on a different coast, so I can't join in that much.
Yeah, because you got to get up early. I can understand that.
Yeah, I can't be on live at like 10 o'clock at night when I got to get up at 4 o'clock.
Just tell him to do it a couple hours later for him. You can do it before work.
Yeah, and plus I have a hard time doing it inside too because my wife don't want to hear it, so I have to. I'm outside today, so it worked out perfect.
Well, I'm glad it's not raining today. We're able to get you in. I was very curious as to whether it was work for your phone. That's why when you said you'd use your phone, I'm like, oh, good. We'll find out if it works on the phone as well. But
yeah, it looks like like all the stream looks good. It looks really good.
Pretty good for me. No complaints.
Yeah, you just have to read comments to me if y'all see them. If anybody asks any questions, because I have no idea.
Corin says I can send him a DM and he'll explain to me how to use Discord. Corin, are you still the Dork in the Road Discord guy? I know you used to be the main moderator, and then your account got stuck.
How many viewers you got on? Can you see that?
There's 8. We topped out at 10.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good, though. First live stream.
Well, it's also, this isn't really a live stream. This is more of a chat for the 3 of us to see if this works.
Oh, okay. It worked.
I didn't post this anywhere or do anything like that. This is just Doc and I were here, and then we're like, we got to get Greg. I was like, get Greg. After all, we're wearing Greg's shirts. We should try to make Greg.
I see that. And Jason actually bought he sent me a message the other day. He got his shirt in. He actually bought the one I'm wearing.
Nice.
Which is the first person outside of my family to buy that one.
Now tell the artist who designed this that I prefer this one because it shows you adventuring.
Yeah. I figure most people would like
so
that
nice
more
about
because they ain't got my face on it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
it's not your face. That's a good logo, but this shows,
Oh yeah.
who's the
She did a good
Grump?
job.
It's an adventure channel. That's what
I'm trying to get her to design a shirt for me now that she just don't feel like doing, but it's gonna be pretty funny. I just don't know if she'll
Greg,
when
you
she'll
need
get
to
around
give
to it.
Jay some bad news. He wants to know what the weather's going to be like for the rally.
Who?
Jay Pence is asking about what the weather will be for the rally. So we'll let you give that bad news.
Jay ain't gonna mind that temperature because he's from Virginia, so he's used to the cold. But Jay, it's gonna be probably down there about 60 to 65, 40s at night, but 40% to 50% chance of rain just about every day as of right now.
It'll be great because we're all bringing tarps. No rain.
Yeah, we're gonna have it set up like we have like an Indian village in there.
I know. We'll just have to stack up as many as we can to get as much square footage of dry.
Be raining, we'll still have a fire and everything under there, cooking, all that stuff. We'll have it all set up.
Hey, we're gonna shoot for the world's biggest hobo camp.
That's
There
right.
you
Yeah.
I've seen the Grumpy Grill used in the rain. It'll work, I'm sure.
It's gonna work. It's gonna cook cinnamon rolls down there at least. I have no problem eating Cheyenne's barbecue or his low country bull. I can tell you that much.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like barbecue. I could definitely get
You're gonna
involved
love
with that.
But you got to have dessert if you're a sweet tooth guy like me. So cinnamon rolls it is.
Man.
See,
I'm gonna try to bring 2 cans see if we can double up on them.
Breakfast. I would love cinnamon rolls any time of the day, but man, that is a great breakfast.
Yeah, it takes a while to do it, so it would have to. Well, we get up early anyway, but it takes just to cook them on there. It takes a little while. Too much time in the morning that I want to spend.
Yeah, they said they had fire rings and stuff out there too, so we can probably, do that.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be there early enough Thursday, which we're not supposed to be there before 12 o'clock. He said we can be there a little bit early, but
aren't you a sponsor? Can't Doc and I just slide in behind you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that'd be fine, but I'm trying not to make too early because I just don't want to burn a bridge or nothing.
Got it. I'll tell them I'm delivering cameras for Moto Photo Adventures. I'll say they needed a 12th and a 13th, so I'm just delivering cameras. I'll leave.
Hopefully we get there early enough to set our camp up around a fire ring so we can have our own personal fire too, because that'd be nice.
Cheers, Rob.
That is a nice hat. And it matches in the color. Did you coordinate on purpose, Doc?
No, let me tell you something about Rob, man. He started all this hat stuff. He was the first. He did it as a joke for his family. And he sent me and Obi a hat, and I think VW, all these guys. And I'm like, wait, we need to get hats too. So he started this all with the hats.
It must be a man thing that they just like gray shirts.
Yeah,
exactly.
I bought a green one too, though.
Well, I'm red-green colorblind, so I struggle with some colors, and I'm like gray. I can always do gray, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, gray's about my favorite, but I bought a green one and a military green one too.
Yeah, gray, green, and brown.
Yeah, that's my colors. I think I can handle those.
Yeah, it's hard to pull the army out of me, I guess. I don't know.
We're going to hit an hour, so I think we should probably get off and let these people enjoy their Sunday. And I know Greg's got work to do. It has. We're at 58 minutes.
Oh, wow.
That was fun.
Yeah.
We'll have to look at doing one for real when we can schedule it.
Yeah, just let me know. Like I said, it just all depends on timing. Just don't do one too late.
No. See,
unless it's on a Friday night, I can do that.
Would do lives because I like to watch the lives from out west, but they start at 9 o'clock at night, and it's like if it runs for 2 hours, geez, I wake up at 5 a.m., which is not early for you, Greg, but it's early for most.
It's early still. It's too early when you're going to bed at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, you just don't. You do not get a lot of lives off the East Coast. Guys, we appreciate everyone that showed up. That's awesome. Thank you very much.
That's awesome. It's great.
This was an experiment. I look at the chat, and Greg didn't even bother to look at the chat.
I don't know how to even look at it. I have no idea. I'm technically illiterate, buddy.
I remember that from Greg's first live stream. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, I have no idea how to get a GoPro to live stream. What does he mean he doesn't know what he's doing? That's amazing. I had no idea.
I forget every time. If I was to do it right now, I have to go back and search it again because I have no idea.
We got an IT guy that'll work that out for us.
Yeah, I need to hire one that'll work for about 3 cents a day.
Yeah, you want your video.
Just tell me to give me your YouTube money.
Yeah, that's right. He'll make 45 cents a month.
Somebody actually asked me, when am I going to add Epidemic Sound music to my videos? I'm like, I can't afford it. My channel can't afford a subscription of $20. Are you kidding?
Dude, it's like $15 a month, man.
I'm done spending money making YouTube videos. Other outside of what I got, I can't spend anymore.
Oh Jesus, Corn wakes up at 3:15. That's awful.
Yeah, I can do that.
Hey, the music is too much fun for me. I got to do it. I love it. It's fun.
Oh man, I'd love to do music, but it's a hobby. It's not an investment.
Oh yeah,
I already got too many investments like this.
Yeah, I'm with you on it right now. Maybe down the road it'll slowly build into it. When I get done spending money on a motorcycle behind me, then it'll come. Then I can maybe add some more stuff in.
Greg, you bought a new bike. You're broke for 6 months to a year. You got to farkle it now. You got to buy the things.
It's got to be slowly and discreetly in there, and maybe
discreetly
use my little bit of 45 cents a month that I can maybe add something on there once in a while, like a valve stem cap or something.
Your motorcycle's on YouTube. You can't do it discreetly.
That's the problem. No, there's no way. Our bank accounts, the same bank accounts. There's no way I can sneak that stuff in.
Hey, that's a video right there, man.
That was $100 for brake pads that's coming tomorrow. So there you go.
Well, I hope you're allowed to go to the rally after she sees that come out of the account.
Yeah, she's all right with it since I sold the other bike right now.
Good deal.
I'm gonna film that about putting brake pads. I know it sounds redundant, but I'm gonna film it because some people might not know how to do it. They can learn with my mistakes.
Why not?
Absolutely. And do it to have fun with it. If somebody needs it, it's there.
That's right. That's how I look at it.
Yep, exactly.
All right, guys. I'm going to cut you all off now. Again, I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, man. It was fun.
Cut me off. What are you talking about?
He's just starting. It ain't time for cutoff yet. It's only 2:35 on Sunday. Have a good one.
Take care, guys.